What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Champagne Leatherwork. I am Ronnie Champagne, and we are going to talk about 2024 and what that means for me. All right, so welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about, 2024, and I've got some goals in mind. So I spent a lot of time thinking about what I want to do, where I want to go, and kind of the future of my life and what my goals are. And I keep coming back to the fact that I do so many things that I don't have a true grasp on anything that I'm doing. I kind of pick something up, hyperfixate on it, and then drop it, move on to the next thing, and kind of do a repeating cycle of that. I know that if I focus on something and do it with all of my energy, that I could be successful in it. And leather is something that I picked up in 2020, and I've loved it ever since. I've built this little studio in my basement. My goal this year is to actually do something that I'm passionate about and drive myself to hopefully find success. And that doesn't mean living off of this. This doesn't mean this is going to be everything that I do this year. But I want to actually do something and stick with it. And success for me looks like a few different things. So my one true goal this year is to stick with this and be as consistent as possible throughout the entire year. And if I can do that, then I'm confident that I can build discipline in not only this, but in the rest of my life. And I feel like that'll help me a lot, because discipline towards myself is not something that I really have currently. So you might be wondering, what does that exactly mean for leatherwork and the channel? Or you might not be wondering that, I don't know. But if you're here, maybe you are, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But for me, I have 5 specific goals that I want to complete. And if I complete those goals, I will feel like I succeeded with this year. These goals, I feel like, are going to be a challenge, but I feel like are also very attainable for me. I'm not shooting for the moon. I'm not shooting for complete success in every sense of the word. I am just looking to achieve these goals. And if I do, I will be happy with myself for this year. I hope that maybe you stick along for my journey and you watch me as I complete these goals. And if I do, I hope that they motivate you into kind of doing something this year that you want to do. I hate the term new year, new me. I think it's super cliche, super cheesy, but that's exactly what I'm doing here. New year, new me. All right, so let's get into the first of the 5 goals. Goal number 1 is, well, you've already guessed it, it's YouTube. I want to do 52 videos in 52 weeks. That's a year. And I'm hoping that by doing this, I can build a routine for myself. I get comfortable with kind of putting myself out there, which is not something that ever since kind of COVID hit, I've been very uncomfortable with being around people, being communicative, being a part of something. So I'm hoping that maybe this kind of makes me more vulnerable and it allows me to express myself to the world around me. And I hope that everyone is nice. I know there's going to be some trolls out there, but it's, it comes with the territory. When you make yourself vulnerable in the internet, especially in today's internet, which is so aggressive and so abusive, I hope that the community that I build around me, if any community at all, is super nice, super supportive, and I would love to learn with you guys and maybe even help you learn as well. All right, so goal number 2 is that from doing YouTube, I would like to obtain 100 followers. And that goes back to the community aspect that I'm hoping to reach. But 100 followers, I think, is reasonable in a year, especially if I post 52. I've had other channels that have reached that goal within a year for only posting a couple videos. So I think 100 is pretty much, I think that's a really obtainable goal for me. And I think a nice little starter community that I can build. My third goal for this year is that I want to finalize my base leather lineup. Now, here I have some. They are very similar in design, some of them. Some of them are quite different. These 2 right here, we have vertical pockets and horizontal pockets. These will both be in the lineup. These 2 will also be. My base lineup, I think, is going to be brown, like a lighter brown, a darker brown, and then a black. I'm hoping that those I can keep in stock consistently, and I'll have a lot of those in stock. And I think I have right now around 9 different products that I want to put into my base lineup. I think anything specialty like this, how it's purple, this purple thread, purple leather, I love this. I think it's such a cool design, such a cool color and everything. I want to put that as like one-off stuff. I'm gonna order some random leather here and there, and this will be like a first come, first serve kind of thing. Whereas things like this, I don't know what color I'm gonna do the threading. Maybe I'll do one of each in the shop. But yeah, so these will hopefully just remain in the shop at all times, and anyone can come, stop by, and buy them whenever they want. I've been working super hard over the past couple of years to kind of hone in designs that I think feel super comfortable and work with minimal intrusions. I want everything to be super comfy, and I want you to be confident while you rock these things. So yeah, goal number 3 is just to launch my official lineup in base colors. All right, so goal number 4, this one is going to be super, super tough for me because without someone to look up to, I'm kind of having to figure everything out on my own, which is incredibly difficult. I'm hoping that the internet and the community that I make from these videos can also help me and contribute to maybe some tips and tricks towards me. But this one is that I want to build up my techniques for leather. What does that mean? I'm going to make a whole video on this, but it does have to do with edge finishing, maybe stitching, maybe how I match up pockets for stitching, all these different types of things. I want to really focus on the things that I know that I'm weakest in and kind of accentuate these and make these something that I'm extremely confident in. And that when I launch my lineups, when I launch different products of different colors and stuff like that, I want to make my products things that people not only look at as a thing of beauty, but also when they use it, the minor, super minute imperfections are things that people will never have a problem with my products because of how well thought out they are on every aspect. And that is something that's going to be super hard for me to do this year, but I know that with my meticulous brain, I can definitely focus on that. Okay, so the last and final goal that I have for this year is that I want to launch a collection. Obviously, my base lineup is technically a collection, but I want to create a special collection, something that is maybe thematic in some sort of way. I have a couple ideas currently, but I know that these collections are going to perhaps involve special stamps, special colors, and a limited edition run for the products that I'm going to be creating. I'm thinking I'm going to launch 1 this year. I'm hoping for maybe 2 next year, but we got to get through 2024, right? So there's going to be more on that later. Right now, I'm thinking maybe some spooky stuff at the end of the year. I also have some elemental designs maybe in my head. I've got the idea for maybe 6 or 7 collections currently. And like I said, these are going to be limited edition, super cool like variants of my base lineup in colors, threadwork, maybe even pocket designs. And my goal is to launch my first one this year. All right, so thanks for spending however long it has been. I have no idea. I know I got to put my money where my mouth is, or put my mouth... I'm not going to put my mouth anywhere, but I just want you to know that this is my goal for the year, and I would like you guys to tag along. All right, so if you could, I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button below, or don't. I'm not your mother, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. But thanks for staying, and see you in 2024. Peace.